Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Black 58 rail.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Elliott, the leading rusher for the 2nd time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than 2nd place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Well, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5, ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach, Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got 2 of the better young linebackers in the league. And Jalen Smith.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. For the Chiefs, Charles, looking back to last year in summation, 12-4, first time as the #1 seed in the AFC since the mid-90s, 1995. And yeah, there was a lot of disappointment, understandably so, after that loss to New England, but it's like we were talking about with Patrick Mahomes, a lot to be proud of.
He certainly is, and just think about your chief weapons coming back. Saw what I did there, didn't you?
Yeah, chief weapons.
Tyreek Hill will be back. Travis Kelce will be back. Of course, Mahomes is the quarterback. The defense will need some work, though. They've got to get better against the run. Gave up way too many yards in that category. They've got to get back to their elite levels in takeaway numbers. Something that's dropped off the last couple of seasons. But they started to make some corrections there. We'll be talking about Kansas City for years to come.
Yeah, that rush defense, 27th in the league, so certainly something to shore up before next season. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Right there. 54, right there. 54-5.
Mahomes now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that is incomplete here. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He finds Hearns left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman? And Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there?
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Left, 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 left.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going deep here for Watkins. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserves some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On second down, Elliott. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. On third down, it's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gets past one man. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of 4. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catchers, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's Hill, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Green 90. Green 90.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And his kick is right through. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. They go down lead again. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
First down, Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Here's Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Room to run inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught here by Conley. A gain of 32 that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a short return will be